Hello everyone, Jeanne is an Otome game created by Team Broccoli and published by Axis Games. The game has been available for a while since it was released in Japan in 2021, but has finally been localized to the West. Jeanne is available in Nintendo's eShop and the price is set at $50, and in this video we check out how the game is experienced on the Nintendo Switch. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, I review new games every week. Before we begin, it may be relevant to clarify what an Otome game actually is. Now, I don't speak Japanese personally, but from what I can understand, Otome means girl or maiden, which means an Otome game can be defined as a girl game. Whatever that means, I don't know. I have also found some explanations that highlight that Otome games are primarily aimed at a female audience. Typical features of an Otome game are that they are story-driven, where the dialogue between characters permeates the entire experience. Often, love and romance are common features. In addition, one can expect the plot to take place in high school or a university setting. This is relatively common as well. To name a few examples of games that have reached a wider audience, Nor 9 can be mentioned. This game was released for PlayStation Portable in 2013, but was re-released for Nintendo Switch in 2023. Another game is Lover Pretend, a story about a screenwriter who tries to find the father she never knew. What these games have in common is that love and relationships characterize their design, and now comes Jeanne, who follows a similar pattern, but with its own unique narrative. So in this game, we get to follow a girl named Kisa. Well, you can actually rename her, but let's stick with the name Kisa for now. She has dreams of studying and become an actress, but the problem is that the school she wants to attend is only for boys. But one day she meets the school's principal, who says she should apply there anyway. So after a while she is accepted, but under certain conditions. If her gender is revealed, she will be kicked out. So now she has to get to know a lot of new people, both students and teachers, and at the same time hold on to her secret. What will happen next? I'm not going to reveal that, but this is one of the key aspects of the story, along with creating strong relationships, which could possibly lead to romances. Another central factor is that she has to develop different skills with the goal of becoming a competent actor. By choosing between 6 activities, she can level up and gradually become a better actress. The 6 activities we're talking about are running, studying, voice training, agility, developing one's charm, and acting. By raising one's values in various areas, the ties to specific people are also strengthened. For example, if you spend your time doing agility, there is the possibility of getting a close relationship with the person associated with the activity. In the menu, you can then see a meter that shows how close you are to this person. So over time, relationships can change and deepen. When it comes to the design of the game, you can expect hour-long dialogues, where you sometimes also attend lessons to develop further. Sometimes you also have to make decisions in various dilemmas, which can also deepen the relationships. But generally speaking, this is a game that doesn't prioritize gameplay. It's mostly about the dialogues and making small choices every now and then. It's a visual novel after all, so maybe it's the narrative that should be highlighted. But there are a couple of exceptions where you play some minigames. The first thing is to dance. Here you have to play the notes while a song is playing. There are 3 different levels of difficulty, so you can adjust to your own ability. The second is singing, which is basically very similar to the dancing minigame, but with the difference that you have to follow a line and change when the line takes a new direction. I actually think these games are pretty fun, but I definitely wish there were more of them and that they came more often. As said, this is a dialogue-heavy game that revolves around a girl's life at school, but after all, I would have liked a more varied gameplay. For example, that there was a minigame connected to each activity. Now, unfortunately, there are only 2, to dance and sing. Jeanne is a game that I think can be appreciated by those who enjoy story-driven games that heavily revolve around love, and in this case, following a girl's path through acting. It is precisely the relationships that are the main focus of this game, and I must say that the narrative is easily accessible. It's pretty easy to keep up with what's going on. Girl wants to go to school, she has ambitions, unfortunately it's a boys' school, which can lead to challenging situations, and so on. But if you prefer games where you are constantly active, then perhaps you should choose something else. Otome games are quite special and relatively niche. That doesn't mean this game as such would be a bad game, it's just different. And it works fine on Nintendo Switch. Although I prefer to play with a Pro controller, there is the possibility to use the touchscreen if you play handheld, and I haven't experienced framerate issues or any crashes either. It feels stable as it is. And I also want to point out that this is a pretty extensive game, so if you're into this kind of games, you have many hours ahead of you. So seen from that perspective, I suppose this game could be worth $50. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week. Have a great day. See ya!